The following program comes to you from the Mustang Media Studios.
Hi, I'm Lucy.
And I'm Kayla.
And this is the Junior Lounge podcast. On today's episode, we will be talking about the best and worst of our junior year, our AEM experience so far, and what we're going to do for our senior capstone projects. So we will be right back.
At John Muir Mustang Media, students are trained in film, like studio, TV, video, and sports media. Students fine-tune their creative energy and hone in on their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. At Mustang Media, our students are encouraged to explore their natural talents and artistic passions, turning them into real-world skills through hands-on training.
Hi.
Hi.
How's your day going?
Could be better. How's yours?
Mine's going pretty well. I love the idea of the fact that it's a short day today. It's
yeah.
literally, we get out at 11:30. Sign me up. I don't have to be back here for 6 hours. Sign me up for that every day, please.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to do choir after school. Come back for
Honestly,
open house.
I'm okay with it, only because I love choir so much that I can sacrifice my time for it. What I'm scared the most of is the fact that I have to be here and present what I've been doing in ethnic studies.
Oh, yeah, same.
I'm terrified for that, and especially because I get credit for being there and I don't have to do my final if I show up. This is our final, basically, for for the class.
What, you have Hernandez?
Yeah, I have Miss Hernandez.
Oh, for
She's a
Rustin,
really nice
he just
teacher.
made us do posters.
Yeah, basically, oh, that's a bright light. Shouldn't be looking at that light. Basically, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but this is my final, and if I don't show up to open house, I have to take the final on finals day.
Yeah.
Which is an essay.
Essays are not fun.
I'm not trying to do that essay. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But besides that, today's been going really well.
I wish
So-
I could say the same. But I can't.
I mean, classes are shorter today, so that's nice.
It's not even just being at school and classes, it's people that I'm having problems with.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Certain people in my friend group that I'm
Yeah.
having problems with.
I understand that. Okay. Well, let's start off with discussing our junior year. What has been the best part of your junior year?
Probably getting over my stage fright. It's not even that big, but I had my first solo in choir, and I don't even know. Just probably getting over stage fright, being able to do things that I wasn't able to do before.
You sounded amazing. So,
Thank you.
you did. What's been the worst part of your junior year?
Being yelled at for my grades. And it's not even
Relatable.
it's not even at the school. My parents, they just get on me about my grades. It's not.
My dad
Fun.
gets on me about my grades, so I definitely understand that.
Because mine keep dropping and rising and dropping and rising and dropping.
Yeah, mine do that too. And I just got my grade up in English, and I'm scared it's gonna go down again because I don't know. But yeah, this week is Teacher Appreciation Week, so
I did not know that.
I got little gifts from my teachers because my dad told me that if you suck up to the teachers, that you have bad grades, and it helps. So I'm hoping that that's true.
I can never suck up to a teacher.
I'm a teacher's pet. I'm a full-on teacher's pet.
My attitude's too much for that.
What's been the worst? Oh, wait. You already said the worst part. Okay. Best and worst for me. I guess the best part has just been, the friends I've made this year and how I've gotten closer with everyone in band. Because last year, I definitely felt like an outcast in the band, and I felt like I didn't really belong. But this year, I actually, I don't want to say formed a friend group, but I came into a friend group, and I've gotten a lot closer with them. And we don't hang out outside of school, but it's the fact that we hang out at school, which really impacts me. And that's what really makes me just have a better experience in band. And the worst part has just been, the fact that our color guard doesn't really get as much love as they probably should. because
Yeah,
we
a
don't
lot
get
of people
treated
don't.
like other sports and all that, and it's not really fair, especially towards our seniors.
Did you get your page in the yearbook?
No, they took it out. Yeah. So,
Bruh.
you know, it is what it is. I can't change anything. It's obviously it's too late to fix the yearbook, but
Yeah.
and not even fix the yearbook, just, you know. Then they did have a page at one point, but they had to take it out cuz there wasn't enough room. So,
We'll just make more pages.
yeah, I don't blame them though. I mean, it is what it is. They
Well,
had to make certain cuts.
If
and
you look at previous yearbooks, there's
color guard. But that's because
color
we
guard
had
and a bunch more pages than there are in our yearbooks now.
yeah. But also, I mean, there's only 4 people in color guard.
So it's still part of the school, part of
I
the
know.
school spirit, band.
Yeah, I know. But it's okay. I mean, it's not worth picking a fight over something I can't control. That's kind of my opinion on it.
I get that.
How has your AEM experience been so far? Like, just being in the Arts Academy? You like it?
Sometimes
Agreed.
it's like an on and off. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's
No, I get
it's not the
you.
worst, but I wouldn't say it's the best.
Yeah. I really like the fact that, like, I don't know, I guess, like, I'm learning all these new skills, and I'm learning, like, how to use a camera, how to use a camera properly, how to make
Yeah.
sure something's in focus. Like, it's a big deal to me, because I like the kind of, like, I would like to have a career in the Arts Academy.
Like photography.
Or, like, even working for Disney in their entertainment part. Like, I feel like that would just be such a cool job. And so, therefore, doing all of this in high school helps build up my experience with all that, you know?
Yeah. I would like what I want to do doesn't really correlate with the AEM though. Like I want to do forensic psychology, and that's
yeah.
not really arts is not really helping. That's more helping with my stage fright, like getting over social anxiety things because you have to talk to people, you have to perform.
Yeah,
especially
it's
in
part
choir
of our
class.
grade. I mean, we have academy classes. This is our academy class. We have
Yeah.
to talk in front of a camera like we are right now.
Yeah,
But honestly, when it's just the two of us in a room, I feel like that relieves so much more stress.
yeah. Instead of having to talk in front of everybody.
And you can edit stuff out too.
Oh yeah.
Like, you could say, I mean, you can't exactly say whatever you want, but like, you can, like, if you mess up on something, you could just erase it and start over. Like, it's so
Yeah.
easy. And that's why I feel like in the film industry, that's such a good thing, is that, like, with bloopers, you don't see the bloopers unless they get posted after. Like, you
Yeah.
don't see that in the show. You don't see someone messing up. It's just reading a script and going along with it.
Yeah. I could get that.
Yeah. What are you going to do for your senior capstone?
I have no clue at all what
I mean,
I'm
do
gonna
you
do.
have, like, anything you're interested in?
Not really. Well, I know it has to be done, so I'll think
Yeah.
of something.
Yeah.
Just
That's my-
can't think of that thing right
That's
now.
my thought process. Is I know I'll think of something eventually. It's just I don't know what I want to do yet.
Yeah.
Cuz like I had an idea and I like almost went through with it, but then I was thinking and I was like, is this going to be a topic I enjoy
Well, what did you
sharing
want to
about?
do?
I was thinking about doing abortion cuz that is a serious topic in our world right now.
Yeah.
And it's like a big fight that has been going on for a couple of years now because like yeah, abortion isn't the greatest thing, but you shouldn't like choose for someone else what they want to do with their body.
Yeah.
Like that has always been such a crucial thing for me is you cannot control other people, especially what they do with their bodies because it's their body, their choice. I've
Yeah.
always
I feel
that's
like a lot of
always-
people would start an argument about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of people are different.
Yeah.
In a nice way of putting it different.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else going on this year?
I got. I don't know if I should share it though. My auntie's ex is a music producer, and he's trying to write me an album right now. He came to the choir
Spring concert?
spring concert, and
That's pretty
you know.
cool.
he was like, "I want you on my label." Yeah, it's fun. Like to think about, but then I have to fly out to Dallas, Texas during the summer so that I can go in the studio there instead of being out here.
That still
And
sounds like
I
a...
hate to fly.
But think about the experience you're going to get.
I guess.
Exactly. That's the thing, is that you can't think so much about, like, I know everyone says it's about the journey, not the destination. But if you think about it, in this sense, it kind of is about the destination and not about the journey. Because, like, what is that, like, 2-hour flight, 2.5?
I
Something
don't
like
even
that?
know.
Yeah, it's not very long on a plane, which is a good thing. Because to get to Hawaii, 6.5 hours. It was brutal. I hated it. And the funny thing is I can't fall asleep on planes, so that made it worse.
No, I have to. I can't stay awake. I cry during, like, if there's turbulence, I'm, like, gripping the seats crying. It's bad.
Literally, I'm, like, gripping onto my dad's arm, being like, make it stop, make it stop.
Bruh.
Still a child. I don't care how old I am still a child.
Yeah,
That's another thing I feel like people don't understand is I may be 18 and a junior, but I'm still a junior. I don't
Yeah.
have all the adult experiences that everyone else has, and yet I'm expected to be an adult already.
Yeah.
But I'm still, like, in the middle of high school. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything. I figure it out as I go. And I mean, yeah, I'm kind of stepping into that adult position, but it takes time, and I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Are you excited to be an adult?
No, I'm just excited to drive.
How's
That's
that
it.
going? Because when we did our last podcast, you had you were working to get your permit.
Well, I got my permit,
Got your permit.
but
I still haven't gone in for my test. Just, telling everyone now.
I got my permit, and then they told me I had to wait 8 months till I can take my actual test, which sucks because I'm ready to drive myself. Like I said,
My permit
Previous days.
expires in October.
you need to go in.
I know. I'm not confident with my driving. That's the thing. I'm terrified.
Well, do you drive a lot?
No.
If, like, when your dad picks you up, you should start driving everywhere. Like, that's what I do.
Here's the thing, though, is that driving during the day is so dangerous for me that I feel like driving at night is just better, Because there's less people out and, like, I don't know. If that makes any sense.
I feel like it's safe to drive in the day until it hits, like, rush hour, like 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
because
and
people are
that's-
coming home.
That's the thing, also, is when I get picked up, we have to go on the freeway, and it's rush hour. There's traffic. It's stressful. So,
I hate the freeway.
literally, it's like...
Especially with
why-
trucks.
I feel like I should practice more when I, like, go to band. Like, if we don't have choir after school on Monday one day, and I have to be back at school for 6 p.m. for band, I feel like that's a good time to drive because no
Yeah.
one's going towards our school. Everyone's going back into central Pasadena because that's where a lot of
Yeah.
people live. And so they take the freeway, and it's backed up. Like, big time.
Yeah.
One time it took us 30 minutes to get home just from the freeway because it was so bad. There was
Nah.
even an accident and everything, and everyone was just looking at the accident. And that's another thing
That
with,
happens
like,
a lot.
traffic, is that the reason for most traffic is because people are looking at an accident that happened. Yeah. It's weird.
Like, I don't know these things. I
Yeah.
forgot everything.
No, because my dad talks about it a lot and is always complaining about, like, how people are just looking at other accidents, and that's either how an accident starts or why there's so much traffic.
Yeah, I don't remember anything from my permit test. Like, the questions, I forgot them right after I took the test.
Yeah, I kind of did too. Just a little bit. Like, I know the basics,
Yeah.
but, like, all of that, like, extra stuff, like, something about, like, the right shoulder or whatever,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stupid questions.
And I'm scared they're going to ask me that again, and I'm going to be like,
No,
I don't know.
they'll ask you, like, turn signals, defrosting, hazard
Yeah.
lights.
I know
They
all of that.
Probably won't
thankfully.
make you parallel park anymore. They don't do that anymore, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, because I suck at parallel parking.
Because my cousin didn't have to do it, and she just got her license.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually suck at parallel parking.
I've done it once.
I've done it. I had to do it for driving school. But besides that,
They made you parallel park.
they made me parallel park.
Oh. No, they didn't do that for me.
Huh, that's weird. Anyways, do you have any celebrity crushes at the moment? Trying to get all the gossip.
I do, actually.
Ooh.
It's Dylan O'Brien. He played
The
in
Maze Runner, right?
Yeah. He played in The Maze Runner and one like 2014 film or something, Teen Wolf.
Wow.
And he's not even that good looking. It's just him. I
Yeah.
don't even know. Like, I don't know. He just.
I get that, yeah.
What about you?
I wouldn't say I've had any, like, celebrity crushes recently, but I have been trying to get into hobbies more because summer is in 2 weeks. And then I have
2
band
weeks?
camp. Yeah, because we get out of school May 31st. And then I have band camp, the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then I have, like, a whole 2 weeks of nothing before I go on my trip, which, I mean, I guess I could go to Garish again. And, like, while that's fun and all, there's only so much you can do there. And there's only so many hours you can spend there. And especially because they have their swim team, and I already graduated from that swim team.
Oh, yeah.
So now all of my friends are doing swim team, and I'm just kind of like, I'm there. Like on Saturdays when they have their meets, they're not going to be at Garish until way later in the day. So it's just kind of like me hanging out, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Because
So
all their parents also were at the meet.
So everybody's just gone and you're just there?
Yeah. And I found this out because one day after a meet, I went straight from the meet to Garish. No one was there.
Like,
And I found out that everyone goes home, chills out, and then comes back, like, at, like, 5. I was like,
well, it makes
Huh?
sense. If they have a meet, I would want to rest too.
that's why you rest at Garish. I mean, it's, like, the chillest place around.
No, because the last time I went there was a bunch of little kids.
Yeah, that's another thing, too, is it's crawling with little kids. Which, I mean, isn't a bad thing, because it brings energy and light.
Because it's not a giant place.
really not.
Like, it's, 3 pools, 2 hot tubs, 2 slides, tennis court.
Technically, one of them is kind of like a play pool, so, like, one big pool in the center, then there's, like, a little play court, and that's not really, like, it's, like, a foot high, then in another area it's, like, 3 feet. Then there's a jacuzzi for everyone who's not 18, and then a jacuzzi for the adults.
But why does that make...
And then a water slide. 2 water slides.
That doesn't
and
make
then,
any sense to me, though.
Yeah, then they also have pickleball courts, and then just, like, a regular, like, play court that has basketball hoops. Sometimes there's tennis going on, you know, like that kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
originally it's called Garish Swim and Tennis Club, but they remodeled it and made pickleball courts. Because tennis
What is the
wasn't
difference
as
between
popular.
a pickleball court and a tennis court?
It's like a wiffle ball. If you know what a wiffle ball looks like. Like the hollow ball, it has all the holes in it.
Yeah.
And then, like, you have the paddle. Like, you have, like, a solid paddle, and you, like, hit it back and forth. So, yeah, I guess, like, that kind of occupies my time. But then, that's why finding a hobby in cooking, I feel like that's a good hobby to have. Because, one, it could help me
Hobby and what?
cooking.
Oh, you said something else. Never mind.
Like, it helps just, I don't know, like, I could start making meals instead of my dad cooking all the time. Like, we could take turns cooking, or, you know, like, the list goes on, and I could advance my skill, hopefully, a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of, like, my thought process behind all of that.
Behind your hobbies?
Yes. Yeah, I have to have a thought process behind everything, or else it won't go through and it won't work. Because I don't think first. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know. I just do. Whatever happens, happens.
My thing also is that if I don't think, I'm scared that I'm going to miss something. Because that has happened before, where I just, like, do something without thinking, and then I'm like, oh, no, I forgot something. Like, I feel like that happens more often than it should. Even when I am thinking about something, and something will just completely fly over my head, and I'm like, how did I let this happen?
Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies that you're getting into recently?
No, actually. I read a lot.
That's a hobby.
Okay. I read a bunch.
I need to get back into reading too. Cooking and reading, I swear. I used to do them all the time, and now I don't at all.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't like reading. Like, I've been told, like I'm a nerd because I read.
I don't think someone is a nerd if they read. I think that's just, like, they're smarter than other people.
But even my therapist, she was like, I love that you're a book geek.
Oh my god.
That's what she told me.
Even I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, she told me, she was like, I love that you're a book geek and that you're getting into reading a lot. And I was like, why? Why call me that? I don't understand, but...
I feel like I have so many books in my room. I have 4 stacks of books.
Just in there? And you haven't read one of them?
Okay, well, there is a stack of books that I have already read and finished, and, like, would maybe read again. Just maybe. Because I don't really like rereading books. But then also, if you reread a book, there might be a detail in there that you missed, and you're like, oh, I didn't, like, see that before. I'm glad I reread it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I still have your book that I have to read. I haven't even started it. I've had it for, what, a year now?
Yeah. And I have one of your books, too.
You can keep that
I'm not
book.
even done with it.
What book is it?
Shatter Me?
Oh, yeah, you can keep that.
Yeah.
I thought I would like it, then I read more into it, and then I was like, oh, this is not
because
my
it's not-
kind of genre.
It's not a happy book.
Exactly. That's why it's not my kind of genre.
It's about kidnapping and all those, like, it's not
Yeah, no.
a fun... I don't know. It doesn't keep you in a good mood, I guess.
Yeah, no. I'm like the sappy romance kind of reader. Like, it has to be sappy.
Yeah.
You should read Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover.
I think I have that book. Because I have a series of hers that I have, and I accidentally started off in, like, with a middle book, not knowing that it was part of a series, and then I flipped to one page, and I was like, oh, this is part of a series. And I was like, uh-oh. So I had to buy all the books, and now I have to start from the beginning, and then I have to reread that book over again, because it'll make me upset if I just read the book alone.
She has, like, one good book.
Honestly, Colleen Hoover has a lot of good books, in my opinion. And I don't know, I like her better than some other authors that I've read. Also, I haven't read that much. So.
Emily Henry is a good author to start reading, and Tracy Wolff.
Okay.
They write your sappy romance books.
Yeah.
And Tracy Wolff writes about, like, supernatural, like, different creatures and stuff.
Okay.
But it involves the romance you like.
I really like the author Taylor Jenkins Reid. Because she wrote The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I love that book so much. Because it just, like, it focuses on the character, Evelyn Hugo, and it talks about her 7 husbands and how, like, she had all these scandals, and it's so interesting because it's based off of what happens in Hollywood, and I love reading about that kind of stuff. And I love, like, you go on TikTok and you see, oh, this actor's in a new scandal. You're like, ooh, let me see what this is about, because, you know, it makes you feel like your life isn't as boring as it is, and you know, but then you think about it and you're like, I'm kind of glad I have a boring life because there are actors out here getting into scandals, and at least that's not me.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyways, that is the end of our podcast. Thank you for listening to us rant about everything, and we hope that you enjoyed it. Oh, see you next time.